let me see. There's nothing wrong with those people that are sitting there. The problem is you and those people that are sitting there. And I'll tell you what is the problem. I've said this to you last year and I'll repeat it. You can't continue to do the same thing and expect different results. I hear you saying, no, you are introducing new systems and all of that. Ask the department, when they came to address us in the portfolio, I asked them a simple question. Have you done a skills audit? Do you know what you have in municipalities in terms of the people who are able to do the job, yes or no? The answer was no, we don't. Now, you can come up with new and all these polished ideas, but if it means that it's made by people who don't have the skills on the ground, it is going to amount to nothing. This is why you have almost 60 million rand that's reported by the Auditor General that is spent on consultants. And yet, at the same time, you have a regress in terms of the infrastructure, regress in terms of project management that is happening in municipalities. And this is something that I have said time and time again. Unless and until you acknowledge and know that there is a systematic problem on the ground, you will not be able to then address these challenges. Now, let's take it a step further. Premier YML in the State of the Province address and start telling us, city power in Joburg is going to sort out everything. The lie is not telling the people of Gauteng is that he's sitting on a report that says Joburg, city of Joburg is sitting, by September last year, was sitting on 16.255 billion rand in deficit in terms of city power alone. And that in 2024-2025 financial year, in one quarter, that has grown by an additional 4.595 billion in one quarter. So how is then city power going to be assisting all these municipalities? Again, you're relying on a broken system to be able to then take us forward. It's not going to happen. What you need to then do, MEC, is to do a serious and honest assessment. What is there at the municipal level? Are they able to then take us forward, or are they not able to then take us forward? Emfuleni will go in the Guinness Book of Record as the longest municipality that has been put under administration and hasn't really even turned the corner. So you can celebrate that you're sending Kiba to Johannesburg, but until as you fix the system on the ground, I promise you're going to get zero results. I can go on into the figures here, but they're not taking us anywhere because you haven't addressed the fundamental problem. You've just spoken and you've just introduced something, and you're very good at doing that. Not you, but the ANC is very good at doing that. 2012, you introduced us to something called the National Development, the NDP, the National Development Plan. I dare you, we can have a debate. Let's unpack all the goals that were said were supposed to be met by 2030 and tell me if half of those are in any way halfway to be made, and I'll tell you the answer is going to be no. So the issue is that we are always introducing new things instead of addressing what is in existence, instead of addressing what is the base. And until we get to that point, I promise you all we're going to be doing, next year you'll be coming up with a new plan. I repeat, those people, there's nothing wrong with them. The problem is a system that is there that you are not acknowledging that is a challenge that needs to be addressed. And if we can do that, we will then perhaps at some point consider voting for that budget and then say we can then support the budget. I was asked, had we been part of the government, would we be supporting this budget? And my answer was very simple. We would have pushed for the reforms, because 551 million rand is not a small change. But until as you are able to then change the fundamental challenges and the problem that you're sitting with, you have done absolutely nothing. We are just going to then recycle old plans and recycle old people, and then the people that are going to continue doing the same, and you're going to get the same results.